Hello everybody, Flik here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are taking a look at Cities Skylines by Colossal Order and published by Paradox Interactive. And welcome to my most successful city so far, although that's not to say it doesn't have its problems. We'll get into a little bit about what the game's about, but you may have already seen my hour of the game where I just played the game for an hour for your enjoyment. This is going to be a bit more first impression-y focused and also mechanics focused than just playing the game for fun. Also, I just noticed there's a massive traffic problem down here that I'm going to have to address in a second. But anyway, Cities Skylines is a city builder simulator, and it's very, very good at what it does. And it's going to be hard to avoid comparisons to the most recent SimCity, especially because the game does seem to have a lot in common with it in terms of visual style and some mechanics as well, except it actually works a hell of a lot better, by which I mean it works at all, because I did briefly play the most recent SimCity, and I hated it. I got it free with a graphics card, if you want the full story, and I hated it. This, on the other hand, I like, especially because I can make a gigantic metropolis like this, and this is barely filling up any of the space I have to build on, incidentally. Look at all this. I started with nothing, and this is what I have so far. And just to reiterate how big a space you get to play with in this game, that's the 3 sections I bought. I started with just this part, and I only used like the bottom right corner of it. I've started branching into this second part, and I just recently purchased this. As I go on and get a bigger population, I will be able to buy, I believe it's at least this square, and I think that's it. But even then, that is a huge area, whereas SimCity, you'd be lucky to get even one square this size. And there's none of that always having to be online because our servers are handling all the mechanics for you BS here. But anyway, this is my city. It's only called Rockdale because I actually forgot to give it a custom name. But you will already have seen some of the mechanics of the game if you did see my arrow. But let's go over the basics. You start with nothing. You start with this little turning in the road here, and then you have to build up a city as you see fit. Oh, I have a traffic problem here too. Oh dear. You build residential, industrial and retail areas. You attract people to your city, and in City Skylines your progress towards unlocking new features and buildings is based on the population that you've managed to bring to your city and, you know, keep them there by keeping crime down, fire safety up, and stuff like that. So I'm nearing the 7,500 achievement milestone, whatever you want to call it. By the time I get there, I'll be able to buy another new plot of land, I'll be able to do some more taxation policies, and I get access to, well, a lot of new policies actually. And what I'm really looking forward to, and I hope to show off in the video, is I can finally get access to high density areas, which is when you kind of specialise where you want a lot of flats for people to live in, so per square more population can be held. Then high density commercial zones for shopping malls, that kind of thing. Office zones I'm not actually familiar with. It's specifically for educated citizens, so you need the university that you also get access to at that level. So yeah, I'm definitely hoping we see that. We also get a metro station, which is very promising given how bad my traffic problem is. But yeah, you build up the city however you like, dealing with problems as and when they arrive. Water, power, and crime, fire especially. And also trying to make sure enough of your citizens are getting educated so that businesses don't go out of business because they don't have people educated enough to work there, like that building I just had to get rid of. But yeah, the major problem for this city is a consistent problem I had in the other cities I built, and the one I was building in the hour of as well actually. Traffic. I don't drive, so I don't understand how roads really work. So I thought if I did a lot of lanes between these, it would help clear up traffic. Apparently, according to a pop-up anyway, it actually makes things worse. So I removed them last time I was playing this file prior to recording to see if that improved things. Believe it or not, it has a little bit, but I'm not sure what else I can do because these two main roads I can't do anything with. They were there before I started. I have to work with them because that's where traffic enters and exits the city. This is doing... I named this part the nice part of town because it has so many trees. But look at this! I can't have this doing that. How can I solve that problem? I am not sure. A lot of buses there actually as well. I think I messed up my bus route a little bit. But yeah, this is not something that should be happening. All this down here. But I suppose we'll just let it tick by. Over here, I actually have industry specialised in forestry because there's so many trees. So that's why they built these little plots here. I was under the impression building forestries was a good thing because they were planting trees for every tree that they cut down. However, ever so often, this little Twitter wannabe up here, I can't remember what it's called, Pecker, something like that, I get someone complaining about the fact I'm using forestry, but I thought it sounded like something environmental because I thought they were planting for every tree they took away. We have a new building I can build apparently. What do I have? the police headquarters. I've been getting by on just building a bunch of police stations, which I have 1, 2, 3 of. I love all these overviews, by the way. They're very, very easy to understand. So a police station is like an Uber. Sorry, a headquarters is like an Uber station. Yes, it is. A large fleet of patrol cars, numerous incidents at the same time. Helps control the crime rate. Is my crime rate bad? Crime rate 8%. I don't want a utopia that has an 8% crime rate. I may have to do something about that. Let's get rid of that dilapidated building there. How are my kids supposed to play outside when this is happening? Industrial waste found in the soil. Wait, what? I thought I kept all my industry away from... Where is the pollution? Is a resident... Oh, right. The residential houses have started to mix with the pollution. Oh dear. Well, you know, if your kids start to grow an extra arm or an extra eye, look at it as a way of building character. It's probably going to be fine. Also, there's a fire. I think I have fire safety sorted, though. I think I've got plenty of... Yeah, I've got tons of fire stations, so they better get this done. I also unlocked a hospital, didn't I? Yes, I did. I don't really need that either. What I need to do is solve the traffic problem. But I suppose let's go back to basics. I need to build more residential. People want more houses to live here for some reason, even though they're busy dying and whatnot. So let's build a road. This is the area I've been working on down here. So we'll just extend this road a little bit. We'll extend it all the way over there. Now then, let's see. Can I actually build out of here without destroying anything? Oh dear, I either lose a building, a shop, or a house. We'll lose the shop, since there's less demand for commercial. So there we go, there's a unit, and we could have a cul-de-sac going up the middle there, or we could just connect it and destroy another shop. Don't give me sad faces, I'll give you sad faces. And let's put all residential here. All there, all there, all there, all there. That is going to bring down this demand for residential hugely. I'm not going to do anything here yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this space for. I need to make sure that they get clean water by doing that, just extending the waterways to connect. There we go. And power leaps between buildings. So as long as you have pylons getting the power to the city somehow, like these ones I have here, the wind turbines will generate and the power will just jump as is needed. Also, excuse the dog barking in the background, apologies for that. That was a hell of a hill she just did, in fact. So yeah, I want to get up to the population capital. Currently we're losing population because I bulldoze some houses to make room, but once all these start coming in, we should get enough that I'll get this checkpoint, and then I'll be able to build some high density housing. And I want to do that in a space I've kind of put aside, all the way over here with very nice looking roads. And there's also a nice little park there that's currently... Apparently it's being used? That's really weird. Sound barriers are just traffic noise. Yes, I've been putting those in. So yeah, I imagine this road in particular, although it's actually kind of calmed down now, it's causing a lot of problems for my bus route, for my fire services, because stuff is struggling to get from one half of my area to the other. I imagine... Oh no, the fire engine is on call. They might save that house. Let's wait and see if I have to get rid of a burnt house or not. I'm rooting for you, Ilk family. 4 adults, 2 young adults, and 4 teenagers. My god, you've got a big family. And yet, someone in the house was stupid enough to start a fire. It looks like they might have saved it from being a burning wreck. Yes? Alright, it's not giving me the icon to get rid of it. That's good, alright. Also, I just noticed the sound may be a bit loud. Let me just quickly lower the master volume here. So by the way, in the description box below will be a link to the Steam store page, and later on tonight the game will be available to everybody. I've been playing this pre-release as I got a review code from Paradox Interactive, and I have been thoroughly enjoying it. City Sims is not a game I often do coverage, or a type of game I often do coverage of, but it is a game that I play in my leisure time and did when I was younger as well. As long as they're relaxing. I prefer them as a means of relaxing, just indulging in building a metropolis. And look at this. That is an impressively large city I've got going here. I've got Smogway, where all the industrial parts is. Got Olive... Oh, hang on, I never renamed Olive Heights. We'll have to do something about that. You are not Olive Heights. You are Posh Person Plaza. There we are. And you currently have basically all the policies, although... When I make this high density living area, this is actually something that's kind of unique to this game. So let's make a new district. It's going to be this area here. It's going to be my posh district for when I get this high density housing. It's going to make them feel really important, even though they're all living in like tiny, tiny flats. But yeah, it's going to be Hamilton Square. No, no, no. This is going to be rich person park. Even though it's going to be nothing like that. And they're going to get smoke detectors. They're going to be told to use less power, less water. There's going to be a smoking ban. There's going to be parks and recreation. And I'm going to let them smoke drugs. And they're going to get free public transport. So these are policies only applying to this square. However, you can apply policies overall too. And there is more to unlock as you rank up. But now we just need to worry about getting to that marker where I can start unlocking the stuff I need. Are all the houses in here coming in? Yes, they are. Oh yep, there, a family just moved into the Cherry residence. Nice. So one thing to cover about City Skylines in the way of potential negatives, and to be honest I haven't really found anything unless dealing with traffic congestion is just not your bag. There is a lot of that you have to worry about. The only other mild thing I could think of that might put people off is the asking price of £22.99. You have to think of this not as a budget price game, it is not. It pretty much does everything that the most recent SimCity attempted to do, but better. Now there might be nitty gritty things where some of the formulas might just not work out. Maybe the traffic congestion thing is just a problem that will persist forever regardless of what you do. That is for reviewers to find out. These are first impressions, keep in mind, so if you're at all unsure, definitely continue to look into it. But I've found no significant problems. Even if I have these traffic problems, it's not like my city is going to be randomly destroyed by Godzilla. So, and I'm doing okay from a money perspective. I'm earning 6,000 space dollars per week. So I'm doing pretty well. And this is like the first city I've gotten to this scale. Definitely this scale. And I want it to go even further. So we are at 6,000. I can speed things up here actually while we just let things kind of tick over and I talk a bit about the game. Because I want to aim for, what was it, 7,500, right? Yeah, so we've got just under 1,000 more to go, 900 more citizens. Is that going to be enough houses actually? Because it looks like they're already mostly filling in. What a great city, I would think I'm dreaming if I didn't know otherwise. You are correct. Yeah, there's still a lot of room for houses here, so we should get some more people in. Although if I needed more, I could build out from there, I guess. Need to make sure that these areas are all covered by, oh in fact. Oh, there's a couple of dilapidated businesses. That's a problem I'm having, that I also desperately want this next upgrade tier. I want the universities so I can continue training, educate people. Otherwise retail places are still going to keep on going out of business. I can't really do anything about it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, the districts. So, Townsville is going to be extended over here. That's all going to be part of Townsville. They have all the generic policies and whatnot. There we are. Right, we're still on speed 3. We're nearing 7,000 and I am running out of houses, or space for houses here. But look how quickly I got a nice new neighbourhood up and running. They probably need some... Oh, let's slow down for a second here. They're kind of close to a medical centre, so I don't think they need that. What about a fire? Oh, they've got a fire station really close by. What about crime? They've got a police station right there. What about the average healthcare? 6 citizens, I've got 93. I've got the capacity to heal 400. It's the ones around the industrial stuff that are going to be suffering. Yeah, those two houses there, they're too close to the industry. And they're too close to the garbage dump. You should have thought about that before you moved in. Maybe I could build a hospital here. I'm sitting on a lot more money than I require, so what other benefits does a hospital give? 1 bed up at a time, make sure there's enough hospitals to handle patients. Yeah, sure, let's put one of these in. It's going to take up some of my house space, but... Well, I should maybe have a bigger road to it, actually. So before we stick it down, let's do a double road. No, let's do it even bigger than that. Let's do 6 lane with sound barriers. And we'll have our hospital up there. Just because I can. Don't be upset that I'm putting down a hospital for you, you nut jobs. Alright, so we'll just put it kind of like there. That means I can fit in some more houses as well. New hospital, I feel healthier. Wow, the area of effect of that was almost the entire city. Nice. Oh, damn dilapidated retail space. I bet it was another organic food place. It's your own fault. Alright, so I could build more houses here. Oh, I could also be totally morbid and build a graveyard directly across from my new hospital. And look at that, they're all happy about it. You nutcases. Oh, you need water, you're not caught in the lines. Very easy to do. The only difficult laning thing I've had to do is the bus routes. I just messed my way through them, which is probably why my buses are causing so much congestion, to be honest. Is power becoming an issue? It's starting to, and also they're not going to be attached to this until some houses grow, so that's houses, that's houses. And then the power should leap. So although we don't have power right now, once buildings start coming in, let's just speed up again. We're getting very close to the next upgrade. So let's bung in another wind turbine to get some more power. Where are we going to get? Can we get 6 anywhere, or is it always... Oh, there's 6. That'll do it. 6. And I'll take 5. There we go, that's power sorted again. Right, let's see this happen. Green energy, what an excellent choice. That's a pretty impressive looking hospital, I must admit. Ah, right, here's houses coming in, good. So they will start conducting the electricity. Yeah, they already have, in fact. Who should I call if no one shows up to pick up the dead? Wait, what? I've got like 3 graveyards. Picking up dead people should not be an issue. 2 out of 10 hearses being used. 3 out of 10 hearses being used, and then there's one all the way over here as well. 7 out of 10 hearses being used. For whatever reason, people in the posh area of town are the ones who are dying. Didn't I just destroy this? Abandoned. Low density commercial building. Doesn't say why it was abandoned though. Oh, you're gone. And someone is ill over here? Yes, they are. Medical is not a problem. I've got tons of people sitting around. But anyway, we are very nearing that goal, so let's just speed up time until I get it. And then we're going to start dealing with a type of housing I haven't tried yet in this game. We'll take a little bit of a look at that, although I have kind of shared my thoughts. I like this game. Is it going to reinvigorate the city builder genre? It might, you know, because I think people are pretty sour after the whole SimCity shenanigans. And this proves that it can be done right still. I found it calming. I don't think it's, you know, blow the doors off gameplay. I'm not sure it's fun to watch, but I could be entirely wrong about that. But yeah, I've enjoyed playing it. I think the asking price is fair because I would think of this as a proper full release. And I just love to look at the city. I did hear some mumblings that some of the buildings look too similar, like you could very often see, say, 2 of the same commercial shop next to each other. I guess so. I guess that could be a possibility, but you've got to keep in mind when you start with a small city it's going to be really obvious. But when you start expanding to this, or, you know, all of this area could be buildings, all of this area could be buildings, you're not really going to notice when you've got a city that size to manage, I think. So if you think about it big picture, I don't see that as being any kind of a problem. So did I run out of spaces? We're still apparently getting new population in, even though I believe I've actually filled this entire space, haven't I? Damn it. Alright, well hang on. We'll just put houses down there now. That should give me enough. I'm so close, and we're getting plus 53 right now. Although we need some more commercial as well, apparently. Where could I put more commercial? I could technically just build off the end of this with like a single road. And then we can come down here. Oh, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to destroy that poor business. You deserved it. If anybody asks, they were dicks. Let's make all that side shops, that shops, that shops. Yes, shops next to hospitals makes sense, right? Sure. And all that. Right next to the graveyard, people can live there. So that means I'm going to need to expand the water again. Not a problem. Oh, I could build up there and have a park, actually. Just to make people feel like I'm actually watching out for them. Let's have a large park there. And then a large park there. That's right, smile! And we could have some poor housing there, I suppose. Actually, I shouldn't have done a dirt road. That was just for aesthetics mostly. Let's actually upgrade that to a proper road. Oh yeah, parks need electricity now, just in case you aren't aware. I'm going to lose a house doing this. 2 houses, in fact. But we're going to gain more in the process. So that is going to solve all the housing issues. Maybe not the water issues. Yeah, I always do this. I leave a little gap that always falls out of place. Right, there we go. That'll sort it. And we are about to get that upgrade, although apparently we lost some citizens there because I was bulldozing. Speed up. Oh, the building is burned down. Oh no, one of my forestry stations. That's no good. Get rid of that. Right, let's chill out over here because we are about to need to be in... I renamed that from Hamilton Square. Why is it still called Hamilton Square? Also, I just got the Rolling in Dough achievement, which I think you'll have seen actually, yeah, because I'm using window capture for this. You are not Hamilton Square, you are... What did I call this again? Posh? No, that was the next place. Hippie Junction. Oh, well there we go, I hit it. So I can make or buy new land, and above all else, this is what I'm after. And the universities desperately need those as well, so... Hippie Junction. Press enter. There we go. Saved it that time. Right. Slow down. In fact, pause. Okay. So, we now have access to high density residential zone. Urban areas offer citizens apartment housings to move into high density residential buildings attracting young adults. So this could be my university campus, actually. Yeah, I kind of like that. And they can smoke pot all they want. So, let's have our university. How much do they cost? Ooh, they are expensive. Alright. Now then, where can I put you? Do I want you on the road access? Not ideally. We'll bung you there. Costs a lot of money. And then we want a little bit of high density commercial for the students to shop at. Can maybe bung this over in this direction actually. Yeah, we'll put that there. And we'll have a little bit of office space, not that much. Let's use the actual shaping tool here. A little bit of office space. I'm just testing it out because I'm honestly not sure how it will react. And then we want, basically all this is going to be dorms for the students. So all of that. And then we're just going to watch this build. I'm not sure what's going to happen. It could be terrible. Let's find out. Unpause. I'm pausing with spacebar by the way, and 1 to 3 increases the speed at which time passes. And of course I need to make sure this place has water and power. As per usual, I forgot. I'm terrible at placing water. Oh, I also forgot. There. There. So, is power not getting to this area? It is, it's powering those buildings. Ah, right, once those buildings start getting placed, they'll pass it along. Alright, well let's go to the... Oh, I'll need more power though. Hang on. Wind turbines, to the rescue. 5 megawatts. 5 megawatts. 6 megawatts. A lot of money spent there. Right, I want to see my buildings come in. Let's have a look at some of these things. What's that say on the side there? Ramming rings wings. Aha! The less said about that, the better. Why did I make that a dirt road as well? I have some kind of fixation with dirt roads. Here, now you've got a nice road. So there's the university. The university doesn't actually look that great to me. Uni I went to was much nicer looking than that. But you still don't have power because none of the houses are coming in. So, we can get housing, rather power to you by nipping along there. And watch this, the power will just flow straight in here. There we go. Powered. Excellent. And then as more buildings come in, they will transfer to the rest. Let's speed up and watch this come in. So I don't think we'll go much longer. As I say, if you want to see more of the game just to judge for yourself, and keep in mind I don't really call these reviews, they are just first impressions. I let you see a bit of the game and share some thoughts. But if you just want to see a whole hour of gameplay to help you make up your mind whether this is something you want to buy, check out my hour of playlist and you will find one of Cities Skylines. Or if you want to check out reviews or whatever, or other information on the Steam store page, it'll be linked below. There is some information from the devs on there, including their attempt, or rather pledge I guess, to cover or facilitate modders in the future, allowing full modding, etc. and other things like that, as well as some UI changes. I'm not entirely sure what UI changes they have planned. I think it was relating to one of these budget screens because it had like a pure white background and they wanted to change that. I've noticed no problems with the UI. It's very easy to understand, in my opinion. Alright, yeah, so here's all the student dorms in, I guess, all the flats and whatnot. That one's a very nice looking one right there. What does that say? Itsy Bitsy Critter. And that's comic book guy. Indie Lizard. Yeah, that's definitely comic book guy. Alright, so then we can just kind of go up our... I love that. It's just so nice. It's a shame about the traffic lights bouncing me up and down. Sorry, the street lights. The building is burnt. What is up with my fire department? I have so many of them. And yet they're still lit. Oh, it's probably because of traffic, actually. They're not getting there fast enough. Oh, I destroyed that building and a tree came out of it. I haven't also built the big fire station. Oops, wrong one. That one. I should probably do that. Capacity full. Oh, one of my garbage dumps actually filled up finally. No more room. Do I have access to incinerators yet? Yes, I do. Alright, who wants to live next to an incinerator? Oh wait, does it have to be built near to the dump? Oh dear. Well, that full one is just going to be full forever then, I guess. Noise pollution and pollution. That is fine. Right, so instead of collecting garbage, why not burn it? So it's going to collect the garbage from the dump closest to it, right? Which is 60% full. Plants, collectors, burns garbage. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in just playing the game now, which is what I was trying to avoid because there's an hour off for that. Yeah, there is a garbage problem in the city currently. Good to know. So I'll handle that off camera, I guess. So this has been a look at Cities Skylines. I actually find it very hard to say that, but I am very happy with how this area of my city turned out. Hippie Plaza. Junction, sorry. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please do consider leaving a like, and it will show your support to me or the developers if you so desire. And subscribe if you want to see daily gaming stuff. And with this majestic view, look at that ship in the distance there. I'm going to say once again thank you for watching, and see you again next time. Ta-ta for now.